Hi everyone, welcome Madridistas. It's me, Omo Madrid. I know a lot of people are not happy, not the result we wanted. Before we begin, kindly subscribe and let's keep it real. Welcome back everyone. Welcome back Madridistas. Where do I begin? You know what? Let's start with the lineup. Okay, this is the lineup. There's a whole lot to talk about here. Okay, we had Courtois and goal, Lucas Vasquez on the right, Chouameni, Rudiger, Velamendi, Valverde, Camavinga, Rodrigo, Bellingham, Vinicius, and Kylian Mbappe. All superstars, all certified winners. But today, he didn't go away. Okay, there's a lot of blame to go around, and I want to start with the approach. I think that's where we really missed it. Against Mallorca, we started fast, there was intensity, we gave very little away. If you watch my previous video, and I was really happy. I was expecting the same momentum going into this game, but I didn't see it. We were lethargic, we sat back, and Barca came to play. Before the Kylian Mbappe goal, a chance came in of Lamine Yamal. Yeah, he caught in through Mendy. He took a shot and Courtois saved it. The next visible one was Rafinha and Balde. They walked over Vasquez and they had a good chance. Another one, free header, Rafinha in between Trameni and Vasquez, and that almost went in. So, isn't it obvious that the plan was attack that right side? That very obvious right side that everybody knows to beat Madrid now, you have to take your chances through that wing. I don't want to blame Vasquez because if you've been a Madrid fan for so long, Vasquez is not a defender. He has never been a defender. And Carlo knows this. Trameni is not a center back. He's filling in. Carlo knows this. So why against a team that we know had strong wingers, fast wingers, why did he set us up like that? What really annoys me is that we have players that can play those positions. And I'm gonna be very specific about this because I think it's time to really put to bed about whose fault this is. This embarrassment, because it's an embarrassment. The way we were carved open several times today is just we played like a Division 4 team. Seriously, we played like a Division 4 team. Back to the right wing issue. You see, if you understand how things work and how players perform, you understand that you put players in the right position. Lucas Vasquez is not a right back. What really annoys me is that we have players in these positions and Carlos refused to play them. Lucas Vasquez is not a right back. So why is he playing right back? Tramani is not a center back. Why is he playing center back? Let's take a step back to the game in Vallecas. Same thing happened. We got carved up on several times. Then Carlo realizes there's a need to take out Lucas, and he brings in a proper defender, and Rayo stopped scoring. Same thing happened again today. We're losing. Carlo realizes there's a need to stop. He brings in a defender. So do we have to constantly be losing before Carlo realizes that he needs to take an action? I'm hanging this on Carlo. I said earlier there's a lot of blame to go around, and I'm kind of like tired when people say Vasquez is our problem, Trameni is our problem. No, Carlo is the problem. Carlo is not playing the right players. Back to the center back issue. Raul Asensio. That kid came in, saved us in a couple of games. He had several shutouts. We conceded no goals. And all of a sudden, he disappears. He disappears. Why? Carlo comes up with this excuse and says, he's tired. And if you go back sometime in Carlo's press conference, when he talks about young players, he says, they're very young, they can play multiple times, they can play for so long. And how does that back up the Asensio sitting on the bench? But when we're losing today, Carlo realizes, there's a need to shut out. Then he brings him in. Carlo is making me, no, I'll take that back. Now I've come to an understanding that Carlo is playing names over form. He's playing superstars over the right people. There's so much Lucas Vasquez can do. He's not a right back. So I refuse to join the gang of people that blame Lucas Vasquez. It's like calling a plumber to go do a doctor's job. There's so much he can do. And that so much is what we can see. Yes, we'll get away with it with all due respect, with some decent teams. But we're coming up against Balde, against an informed Barca, and we're being caught open countlessly. Take a look at the third goal. Kunde had so much time, picked up his head, picked up a cross, ran into that cross, and they put that ball in. Lucas Vasquez was trying to come back into space. A right back, a proper defender, will not give away those kind of goals. Let's go to Trameni. Let's go to Lamine Yamal's goal. That was an embarrassment. He practically walked through us. Practically took the ball, lined us up, and he put it in the corner. Why? If a proper defender was there, he would have seen that run. When Rudiger was caught out, he will follow in. But again, we have these resources on the bench, but Carlo has decided, no, I will go with the people I like or the names I prefer and let them just work it out. Today's loss is painful because it could have been avoided. Carlo has not beaten Barca, or he has not beaten this Barca in like 3 tries now. Hansi Flick played him in the preseason. He lost. Hansi Flick played him in the flesh as El-Classico. He lost. He played him again today, and he embarrassed him. As a Madridista, it's a tough pill to swallow because you have the resources to be putting teams like this away. For crying out loud, Las Palmas bit this Barca side. Alaves bit this Barca side. There were decent teams that put this Barca side on their backs. But we have a Madrid team that's full of names, full of superstars, full of experience and you say this is the best we can do. I know I'm sort of going on a rant right now because I didn't expect this. This scoreline is embarrassing. It's the way that we defend, the way we lost, the way we played. The approach was wrong. Everything is on Carlo. I'm not gonna blame Traumani. I'm not gonna blame Lucas Vasquez because there's so much they can do. You're playing them in a position that they can hardly give their best. But Carlo has decided that I'm not gonna do the right thing. I'm gonna go on and play names and not think about form or the right people. Another thing I want us to talk about is the middle. He played this 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1, whatever you want to call it. And we had nobody that could hustle the ball off this Barca midfield. Let's look at this Barca middle. Gavi, Lamine Yamal, Pedri, and Casado. Casado, we know, is the ball winner. He breaks down play. Who in our team could have broken down play for us? Guess who? He was either on the bench or he was playing center back. And whose fault is that? Carlo. You see, I'm beginning to think Carlo needs to be beaten multiple times before he gets the right solution. Let's take a step back to the previous season when Xavi was coach of Barca. Do you know how many times Carlo lost to Xavi back to back? He lost to him in the league. He lost to him in the Copa del Rey. He lost to him in the Super Cup multiple times before he got it right. And what was the mistakes? He was playing players out of position. So, as far as I'm concerned, this is on Carlo. Yes, it's natural to be annoyed about the scoreline. It's natural to be angry that our players didn't come up with it, but who set them up? Who set them up? I respect Carlo. I think he's a good manager, but I just think there's a lot of questions about his decision making, a lot of questions about his substitution, a lot of questions about his approach when it comes to big games. And I'm not just saying this because it's a one off, I'm saying this because I can point out to patterns. Same thing against Milan. Leao took Lucas Vasquez to the cleaners. Carlo didn't learn from that. And we come into this game, and it's like, say if we told Barca, come rip us apart. I really want to hear your comments. I really want to know what you think about this lineup, this approach, what we could have done better, how we could have, I won't call it salvage a win, but how we could have played with heart. Yes, we try to get back, send off, kind of make things a bit decent, if you want to use that word. But overall, we were demolished. So, way forward. We play in a couple of days. We're back to the Copa del Rey. We're back to the Estadio Santiago Bernabéu. We play Celta Vigo. I want to see a response, a proper response. So let's see what Carlo comes up with. Let's see how we respond to this embarrassment. I keep calling it that because it is what it is, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I know a lot of people are. I know. I don't even have the right words for now. But with Real Madrid, we always come back. We try to come back, and we will come back. It's painful. It's tough. It's difficult. But if there's something I've learned as a Madridista, it's something I believe is this crest. We're Real Madrid. We may be down for now, but we're not out. We'll pick ourselves up. We still have a league title. We still have a Copa del Rey. We still have the USCL. Hopefully, Carlo lands from this and we can be back on top. So I'd love to hear from you. Kindly subscribe, give a like to this video, and let me hear from you. Hello, Madrid, and let's keep it real.